Am I fully in the camera?
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Cleveland Fraser. I am interviewing Sister Chisholm as part of our historical project. Would you tell us your name, please?
My name is Quanesha Chisholm.
And how old are you?
I am 38 years old.
Do you have any children?
I do. I have a 6-year-old daughter named August Chisholm.
Okay. Tell me something about your family background.
My family background, I am from Green Pond, South Carolina. I'm a part of the Fraser family. My grandmother is Mary Fraser Lane. My grandfather is Harry Lane Sr. My great grandfather is Sammy Fraser Sr. as well. My mom is Kathy Lane.
How much of your great grandparents do you remember?
I remember my great grandfather, Sammy Fraser, very well. I feel I was an adult when he passed away, so I have very early childhood memories of going to his house, him coming to pick us up and take us to the corner store, taking us to free lunch, or just stopping by to visit, even if he just gave me $1 to buy a cold soda. I remember him very, very vividly.
Okay. Tell me about growing up Lane.
Growing up
Lane.
Growing up Lane was full of structure, value, very strict emphasis on loving family, being connected as a family, and working hard and being able to prove yourself as a person that's a stand-up citizen in the community.
Okay. Tell me about your parents.
My mom is Kathy Lane, and my father's name is Mark Ragg. He is from Georgetown, South Carolina.
Okay. Tell me about your relationship here at Whitehall.
I grew up here. I remember, and I still have pictures of me being christened as probably 2 or 3-year-old by Reverend Willie Lloyd. He was the pastor here, and my great grandfather Sammy Fraser was a pastor here as well. So I grew up in the church as a small girl. I was an usher. I was on the Sunbeam Choir. Mary Edwards was my choir director, and she just always taught us to, stay grounded in our faith. My grandmother was a Sunday school teacher. Coming to church wasn't an option in our house. So even as a teenager, if you go hang out on Saturday, you very well need to be in church on Sunday morning. So it just kind of grounded me and shaped me into being strong in my faith and knowing how I'm connected to this church.
Tell me about your siblings.
I have 2 younger brothers, Bernard Ferguson Jr. and Jamal Ferguson. I'm the oldest.
Okay. What are your relationship to them?
I'm very close to them. Sometimes I feel like they call me before they call our mom. And I'm like, call your mom and ask her that question. But we're close. I talk to my brothers, if not daily, then at least every other day. We're very, very close. They raised us to be that way.
And now your connection to Whitehall.
I am an usher still, and I am very proud to be able to usher alongside my grandmother. I am the young adult representative for the lay organization, and I'm also a steward.
Tell me about being a steward.
Being a steward is pretty new to me, but you make sure that I stay grounded in that and I'm aware of all the meetings and that you teach me the ins and outs of the church and how the church is ran on an operational level. So I really enjoy learning about that.
You working with the lay organization. Tell us about that relationship.
I like being a part of the lay organization.
Why?
Because it shows you different technical parts of the church that we might not know as a member here. Just a lot of background things that go on as far as this like political or how the church functions on an operational level.
What do you believe are some of the path roadway that led you to this point in your life?
Just being brought up in the church, just knowing who I am, whose I am, and knowing that no matter where I am, where I go, God is always there. I could always find a church. Even when I went to college, this church made sure that I had a Bible. This church made sure I had funds to do what I needed to do. So it's just very important for me to pay it forward and just honor my legacy in that way.
Okay. How have the church community, the church is supporting you, but how have the community, the Whitehall, Green Pond community, how has that helped to shape your future?
They pour into me, whether it's any milestone in my life, whether it was from graduations to me being married to me having a child. They celebrated me in that way. So just being able to have that support is very, very important.
Talk to your grandchildren. What would you like for them to know about grandmother?
About my grandmother?
You.
About me?
Just visualize yourself as being a grandmother. What would you like for them to know?
Just know to follow your heart. And if someone tells you you can't do something, let that be a fuel to work 10 times harder to do what you have to do. Keep God at the forefront and let Him order your steps. And no matter where you go, just find a church home. Even if you don't necessarily be AME, find some way to be spiritually grounded.
And so your faith in God is strong.
Absolutely.
So how would you summarize what you've done here at this point? What would you have to say and the legacy that you hope that this would leave from today?
Just from me being honored to serve, I come from a long legacy and lineage of people who serve, whether it's in the church, in the community, serving in their jobs. I myself is a social worker, so it's in me. Their blood is running through me, and so is their spirit of service.
Okay, you mentioned your job. Tell us about being a social worker.
I love helping people, and I see it as a ministry. I feel like representation matters, so it's important for me to be able to help people that look like me and to connect them with resources in the community to make sure they live their best lives.
Again, it's been great talking with you. I hope that this will carry you on as you look back through the tomorrows and the days after. When you become 73, as I am, you have something to look at. And the whole idea behind this is to leave this in the church library and occasionally show it so that other members will be able to see. Thank you for your time and your patience.
Thank you. Thank you for doing this, because this is very important. It's very important for the younger generation to know who was here and who built this church and how they're connected to who's here now that they might not know.
Sounds like you have something else to say. You got a minute or two more.
I don't.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.